Welcome back to the channel, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys an overview of how to UV unwrap a face. Now I'm not going to be providing a face or making one, so this is for people who already are kind of into Blender, so kind of beginner to intermediate. You've made a face, you've done some modeling, but now you want to kind of learn what's the professional approach to creating seams on a face and then UV unwrapping it. So even if your goal here isn't to do exactly as I've done here, I'd recommend you watch this video because you'll learn a lot of tips and ideas about where to consider creating your seams. So when you do UV unwrap it, that everything is laid out nicely and you don't have any sort of parts of the face that are overlapping, and you have the most efficient distribution on your texture. And you can see here that the UV grid I've got here is very neat and clean. All of these tiles are more or less the same size and it's very minimal stretching. As much as possible using this technique. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Let's jump in. I'm going to show you how to UV unwrap a face in Blender the professional way, and I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to be using just a head model that I have. I modeled this a few years ago. I've had it in a few of my tutorials. So you can go ahead and grab any head model that you have. You can make your own. This tutorial obviously is not about making a head, but how to UV unwrap a head. So what we're going to do in this case is we want to be able to see how this is going to look. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to our materials here. And by seeing how it looks, what I mean is we want some sort of texture on there or sort of grid that shows us how the UV unwrapping is looking. So before we get started with anything, with a head model, okay, or whatever head model you're working with, you're going to go ahead and go to your materials and create a new material. You're going to go to your surface here and then come here to the base color and change it to image texture, and then you're just going to click on new and just simply go here to the generator type and make it UV grid, and then go ahead and click new image. And now if we were to press Z and go material preview, in this case this head model that I have, I only projected it, but this is not proper UV unwrapping. So now I can see over here this is kind of what I have, but we don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and UV unwrap this head. So there's two things also to consider. Number one, if you have a symmetrical head, in this case there's no point in me UV unwrapping both sides unless I needed to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my face select option and I'll select half of this head, okay, and I'm going to go X and just delete those faces. And then I'm going to go over to my modifiers, add modifier, search and type in mirror. And now I'm mirroring it like this, and I can always apply it afterwards. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go over to our UV editing. And one of the best ways to start UV unwrapping a face is to go to your edge select option. And I always like to start by kind of isolating the ears. Because if we kind of fold this face out later by UV unwrapping it, the ears will kind of fold on themselves. So what we need to do is we need to find a loop around. So I'm going to hold in Shift and Alt and left click. And usually if you have a well-made model, there'll be a topological flow around the ears. So you should be able to get most of it selected. And anything that's not selected, you can hold in Shift and you can come around and select it. So we essentially just want a loop of edges selected around our ear like this. And then what you can do is you can go Control E and you can go to mark seam. And now the ear is a separate thing that'll unwrap. Also, we want to kind of go from the edge of this loop here, and holding in Shift and Control, we can kind of work our way up from where this border is here on the ear. And we can kind of go up and meet at the top in the middle of the head like so. And then we can come to the bottom of this loop and we can work our way down like so to the bottom here. Okay, the bottom of the head. And now we can go Control E and we can go mark seam. So now this whole back of the head will unwrap as its own object, and we'll kind of have the face more isolated at the front, which is the main thing we're focusing on anyway. But the neck here is a bit unnecessary. So what we're going to do is we'll have that unwrap as a separate object as well. So we're going to just come here at the bottom and just select an edge running from the edge that goes down here and make it run all the way to the middle here where it meets on the border, and go Control E and then go mark seam. And now we have that isolated. So this face part here is going to unwrap. So if you go to the face select option and you select the face on here and go Control L, you should see that only the face area is selected. And if we select a face over here and go Control L at the back, only the back area is selected. And this is a way we can test, see if it's watertight. So if we have any areas where the edges are not seamed properly. Okay, so always check like that. I'm gonna go back to the edge select option. And like I said, with most good topological models, you're gonna have edge flow around the orifices. So in this case with the eyes, I'm gonna go Shift Alt and left click on a loop, just selecting it. In this case, I might wanna just go a little bit closer, like that. And now I'm gonna go Control E and I'm gonna mark that seam. You may, in some cases, want to do the same with the nose because it kind of sticks out quite a bit. So you can always go ahead and just select edges running around like so, and then go Control E and mark the seam. Really just depends on how much volume your nose has. And then you can also, especially if there's an inside part of the mouth, in this case there isn't. So I could probably get away with this, but anyway, I'm just going to go show you. If you wanted to, you can go Shift Alt and then left click and just select a loop going around the lips. And then go Control E and mark the seam. So if there was a mouth cavity in there, that will all unwrap as its own separate object. Okay, and otherwise what would happen, all of this would unwrap on top of the face if we UV unwrap this without creating a seam running around like so. So now we should be able to go A and select everything, and then press U on our keyboard and go to unwrap. And then in Blender 4.3, we can go to the minimal stretch option, which is new. And now over here, you can see on this side how neatly it's unwrapped all these parts. So now over here, we could always go Z and go Material Preview. And we can see how neat and even the UV unwrapping looks over here. No stretching or anything like that. So once you're happy, all you have to do then is simply go over to your mirror modifier in object mode and apply it. Tab into edit mode, and now you can press U and you can go unwrap and go with minimal stretch. And now it'll unwrap it in kind of more the classic traditional way. We can kind of see the face over here. So in this case, it's all a bit upside down. So I'll select all this and I'll rotate it around. But this is now a very efficient unwrap. And you can kind of see the outline of the face over here on this side. This is the back of the head. The two ears here are their own thing that is unwrapped. And then you got the eyes here, and then the lips, and the nose over here. So all of these different elements have been individually unwrapped, and that is made for minimal overlap. In fact, there's no overlap over here of anything, no mesh folding in on itself, and overall we have a nice clean UV unwrap. So I know this might have been a little bit maybe confusing, some of the things I'm talking about if you're very new to Blender. So this has been more of like a beginners to intermediate, so you should already know like the basics of topological flow, like I said, but this is to kind of give you the idea of how you can unwrap a face in a way that works with topology. And now you can come in here and you can start painting onto this and creating a face model. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.